and everyone's watching Kene Nwangu.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And they'll get this running past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields over the middle, complete to Addison. And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Throwing again is Fields. And it's caught. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw taken in by Evans here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A first carry for Rachaad White. Powers through. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Rachaad White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. That drive started on their own 25, 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. K.J. Hamler returning it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Now it's Fields. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Ball to throw it. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he returns this to the 22. And out now come the Vikings. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
He lets one go deep for Addison. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Trying to find Jordan Addison that time. And now it's 2nd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. Yeah, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
Previous play is under review.
And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On 4th down, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A shotgun snap, Fields. That is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
To throw is Fields. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Another run now for Nwangu. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, here's Fields. That is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. On the run is Nwangu. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now third and goal. On the draw, it's Nwangu. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop him for a second straight play right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up
on fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The run is turned away on fourth and goal from the 2. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old mountain?
Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. 2nd and 7 as they've got it as we resume action. On second down, Ritter. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And Godwin going to have a Bucs first down as he's up close to the 15-yard line.
and the Buccaneer first down.
They go with White on the counter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. On 2nd down, here's Fields. This is caught by Addison. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. Touchdown, Vikings! Jordan Addison, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Stevenson elects not to return it. Hits a touchback. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to standing.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Christian Wilkins. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and long now, Ritter. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he's unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Wiggles free. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, Berger, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On 1st down, Fields. Pass complete to Addison. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Fields. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. Great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Stevenson elects not to return it. Hits a touchback. Back now comes Tampa Bay. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They start the drive with White. There he goes, left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And even 100 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
3rd and short, Ritter. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 34 yards. And the Bucs are an extra point away from drawing level. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. And now out comes Minnesota. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Out of the gun, Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Fields now to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They snap it to Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Nwangu. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Joseph connects on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So, message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rachaad White, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Extra point try now for Patterson. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Hamler now to return it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Fields on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And in the second half of a tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Third and long. It's Fields. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Here we go on fourth down. Fields. He's got his man, Thornton. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Now Fields. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10.
Up the middle, Nwangu. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Nwangu. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. Here's Fields. Open man, there's Gray. And he's taken down inside the 30. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's first and 10. They'll run with Nwangu. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. On first down, it's Fields. And he's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Danny Gray. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have moved out in front. Joseph now to have the PAT. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the drive culminated with the Danny Gray touchdown. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Asamoah working his way in to pick up the sack. Second down throw coming for Ritter. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
The way this offense is marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Well, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Vikings to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Back to Nwangu again on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll go right back to Nwangu. Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Nwangu, 62 yards. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Joseph on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
There he goes, left side. He may go. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White, 70 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the third, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this one out to about the 39 here. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Handoff here to Nwangu. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And this offense on third down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. On the give is Nwangu. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 130 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Now it's Nwangu. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 4th down, Fields. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are right back in this football game. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They'll try the right side here with Wright. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Christian Wilkins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Ritter will set up to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Fields. That is caught. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Well, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. On 2nd down, here's Nwogu. He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Try to take this home. They'll run. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
A 43-yard attempt.
Joseph's got it, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one seemed even to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So now the Bucs down by 10. 1:47 on the clock. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. Ritter wants to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Deonte Banks with it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Another run now for Nwogu. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Give left side here for Nwogu. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwogu. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made, and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Ritter to throw it. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is.